Hey folks, and welcome back to Big Pun's Marvel Legend Reviews. Today we are doing my top 5 of 2017. Here's a look at them all, and I will begin ranking them from number 5 and down. So, to start things off, my number 5 would be the Jim Lee era Cyclops, which was released in the second X-Men wave this year, the Warlock Build-A-Figure wave. This is a great figure. One that, everybody wanted. One that I've wanted for a long time. Just the old, iconic 90s costume with the strap. Only complaint on this figure would be the boot straps, or cuffs, I guess, and the leg straps. They don't stay up. I've had to glue them in place several times now. I'm not sure why Hasbro's doing this. There's a couple other figures, too, in the line that I can't place right now that do have this same issue. But overall, great figure. Perfect build on him. Bucky cap mold, of course. And just turned out really, really well. I've done a review on this figure already. And he ranks at number 5. So, moving on, I will go to number 4, would be Adam Warlock and his doppelganger, the Magus. And I gotta say, this figure, I love it. Like, it's just the paint on the face. The face is just, they are so well done. So well done. And such an improvement over the Hasbro Adam Warlock that came out several years back, which had those awful knee joints, awful elbow joints. It was just not my favorite figure, and I always liked Adam Warlock in the comics. I mean, these two figures are identical. It's just a swappable head. I, of course, went out and got a second one so that I could have the two figures at the same time because they are super cool. Again, Bucky cap mold body, which is pretty standard for almost all the male figures that aren't huge, muscular. But there they are there. We'll put those at number 4. Going to number 3, I'm going to go with the Warlock Build-A-Figure. This is just an awesome figure. Just like the paint apps on it are phenomenal. The shading, the black over the gold, just really cool. This is a figure I didn't expect to see ever, to be honest. They put it out, and sometimes Hasbro will just surprise you with these figures. He had the interchangeable hand. I've got the saw blade on there for now. Only complaint with this figure is the hoses don't stay in the back very well. I had to glue those in place, but they've held up since then. Lots of crazy glue in there. The figure itself, joints are a little wobbly at times, but it does the trick. He's big, much bigger than the other figures, obviously, as Warlock should be. And the face is just... what can I say? That's a really cool figure. So let's move on to number 2, which would be Colossus. Again, from the Warlock Build-A-Figure wave. Not that I'm this crazy X-Men fan, but, well, I guess kind of I am. I am a huge, huge Colossus fan, and this is by far the best figure they've released yet. Costume... I'm not really super familiar with the costume. I like it. I mean, it's kind of nice to not have him in his little red Speedo trunks anymore and the big knee-high boots. I mean, the 80s, 70s, 80s look was kind of dated. It was overdue. This is a big figure. I mean, when you compare him to Warlock, I get my assistant to stand him up straight there, and there he is. He is a good size. Good size compared to, like, your other figures, even compared to Cyclops. I mean, it really shows, like, Colossus was a big guy in the comics, and he remains that way. He did come with a swappable head with the beard and the kind of, like, the spike to his hair. Not familiar with that look, and I like it, but I keep going back to the original Colossus head. It's just what I know and who he is. Costume, again, but great figure overall. Now, when it comes down to my favorite figure of the year, obviously you can see her in the background here, it is Hela. This figure is, and I said it in my review, simply stunning. This is just an awesome, awesome figure. The headdress is crazy. Just everything about this figure. She's big, too. Like, she's tall like an Asgardian should be. And the only problem I've had with her is the knees are a little. I've molded them back to normal, and they keep going back the other way. I don't know what to do about those, but bit of a pain. The Cate Blanchett head that comes with it, of course, looks, like I said, my review looks exactly like Cate Blanchett. But I don't use it because the hell I know. In the comics, always had this headdress on, and I don't care for the movie look face on my figures. I like the comic book look. So there you have it. I mean, if you can get out and grab one of these figures, if you haven't already, I mean, I highly recommend it. She's just awesome. Just the best of 2017 so far. But I have heard that we do have the Black Panther Wave 1 is due to hit shelves, I think, November, maybe December at the latest. And judging by the trailer, the figure should be awesome, and what we've seen for Comic-Con previews. So, folks, there you have it. This is Big Pun's Marvel Legend Reviews, top 5 so far for 2017. I may do another top 5 of other figures that I like from 2017. This was just kind of rushed put together here, but these were the ones that really stand out to me as ones that I always wanted and I always tend to go back to. Anyways, that's all for today, folks. Big Pun's Marvel Legend Reviews out.